battle ready. Especially Zorin. After all, he's been dying to meet Goku, and Goku could show up at any moment. Erebrath informed him that the lieutenants were listening in. And Lieutenant Zorin, the one with the blindfolded eyes, couldn't hide his eagerness to challenge Goku. Meanwhile, aboard the same ship, at the end of a dimly lit corridor, there was a sealed room, marked with the number 73 on its door. Inside, the android was in incubation, enclosed within a stasis capsule. His appearance had changed. Parts of his body now resembled the Frieza race. Crystalline structures, much like those found on the Emperor himself, had begun forming on the android's body. The scientist Goichi, the original creator of 7-3, now worked under Frieza's command. He was tasked with upgrading, monitoring, and evaluating the android. But something was troubling him. "This doesn't make any sense," Goichi shouted in frustration. "What doesn't make sense, Goichi?" asked a voice. Berry Blue, who had suddenly appeared behind him. "Berry Blue? Isn't it bad enough that Captain Yukihira is already breathing down my neck?" Goichi grumbled. Berry Blue ignored the complaint and snapped. "Just answer the question, you incompetent fool." Goichi replied. "Model 73 is deactivated, but every now and then, the system detects sudden spikes in his vitals, as if he were alive. That shouldn't be happening unless he was actually powered on. The spikes are brief, but there's no logical pattern to them," Berry Blue scoffed. "It's probably just a glitch in the monitoring system. Either way, he should be prepped for immediate activation. According to Lord Frieza, we may be facing an incoming assault. But deep down, Goichi thought to himself, there's no glitch. Something's not right here. But I'm not getting involved. If they want to wake him up, let them." Meanwhile, Frieza flew through space toward a desolate planet. He landed, deactivating his black form and returning to his base state. Then sat down and fell asleep. He entered a meditative rest state to restore his energy. Elsewhere at the Galactic Patrol headquarters, a large monitor still displayed Vegeta. "What's going on? He's not moving." "We have to help him," shouted Broly. But Piccolo disagreed. "He's not being attacked. And didn't you notice that big forehead of his? His eyes are wide open. And that little smirk. Doesn't look like someone calling for help. I don't know why he's not moving either. But right now, what we need to do is wait." Goku nodded in agreement. "Piccolo's right. Besides, I promised Vegeta I wouldn't interfere unless he was killed. He's not moving, but neither is Frieza. So for now, they're still even." Suddenly, a smooth, elegant voice echoed in Goku's mind. It was Whis. "Goku, the magical monitor I crafted for you, unfortunately only shows Vegeta. It's set to display the most dramatic angles of the battle, but always with Vegeta as the focal point. Right now, Frieza isn't moving either, as I'm sure you've sensed. But his demonic army is on the way to heal him. In other words, it's your cue." Goku clenched his fist, unable to hide his satisfied grin. "Finally, I couldn't just sit around watching anymore. All right, guys, let's go. Everyone, grab onto me," he said. Fired up, Goten and Trunks quickly started changing into their Galactic Patrol uniforms. Everyone else just stared in confusion, with the crew placing their hands on Goku. He focused, locked onto the key of Frieza's soldiers, and instantaneously walked out of the HQ. In a flash, they appeared right in the middle of Frieza's spaceship. Goku waved casually and said with a smile, "Hey guys, surprise." Among the weaklings, there were a few powerhouses, like Kagehiro, who, brimming with excitement, unleashed his dense and formidable aura. "Finally, I get to fight," he shouted with glee. Berry Blue heard the commotion and immediately assumed the attack had begun. So she slammed her hand on the button. Model 73 awakened, and inside his main copy crystal, a copy of none other than Frieza, in his black form, was stored. Goku placed his left hand on the floor of the ship, and 2 fingers from his right hand on his forehead. "Sorry for making you wait so long, everyone," Goku said mentally. The ship vanished, teleported to yet another empty, barren, and nameless planet. Waiting there were 3 individuals who served as Goku's anchor point for instant transmission. The 3 were Kano, Kappa, and Krillin. Now in the final year of